Kia ora, I'm Elizabeth Norris. I'm an architecture graduate for Design and Make Architects, a future thinker in the New Zealand Green Building Council, and a Homestar assessor and passive house designer. I have been bringing together my interest in natural building techniques and the quantification of energy use and embodied carbon in buildings. My number one goal to tackle climate change within our industry is to reduce carbon emissions in our buildings that we design. This means choosing local material options that have little waste and designing in a way that ensures the temperature and air quality in buildings we inhabit are pleasant all year around. I believe we can continue to improve our standards of living in Aotearoa and that it doesn't need to cost the planet. That's if, from the beginning of the design process, we determined to be kaitiakitanga, stewards of the land, ensuring it can be shared by all and future generations. To achieve our goal of reducing carbon emissions in our construction sector, we all need to spend time training and learning about how to do this effectively. It won't happen if we continue doing what we did last year. As an industry, we also shoulder the responsibility of investing in research and sharing this research with our clients so they can come on board enthusiastically and financially. What if we gave a full hour of our time at the initial meeting of a project, educating one another on how this building can be more of a plus to our local environment than a negative? Even if each project we embark on is a slightly better one than the previous, we can rejoice in our progress and then continue striving for better. For example, swapping out a petroleum-based insulation for natural-based insulations. With natural materials, any potential waste can be decomposed into our surrounding environment. I recently specified a cork insulation on a concrete slab and in another project, straw bales in walls. I have heard from a colleague they used mussel shells, a byproduct from a fishing yard, under the slab for insulation. I'm also aware of people working at universities to develop mycelium-based insulation products. As we begin to add more insulation to our buildings to meet the new thermal standards or exceed them, let it be top of mind to keep our landscapes natural and clean in the process. Students can play a huge role in developing products from natural materials that provide better alternatives to the industry. But some of us will be keener on learning about the research going on and then implementing those changes in our work. It's important for us to speak up and share what we know, whilst being humble about other aspects of the industry that we're still learning about in our graduate roles. If the company you work for is not yet supportive of funding you to learn about environmental architecture, then do it in your own free time. Meanwhile, you'll have no regrets. We are in an unprecedented time in history where the public is beginning to care about stopping climate change, and they're coming to professionals like us for the answers. Let's be the ones with the solutions.